Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's 2026 and AI tools is literally everywhere. Most of developers now use them and honestly I'm one of them. But with the many options out there, finding the right combination took me a while. I've tested a lot of tools this past year. Some were overhyped, some were actually amazing. And after all that experimenting, I've landed on stack of 4 tools that incredibly works together. These cover everything I need as a software engineer. From complex coding tasks at my job to quick research, to building prototypes for my tutorials, to designing UI from scratch. So today I want to share my complete AI stack for 2026. What each tool does best and how I combine them in my daily workflow. Let's get into it. Before I show you my stack, let me explain you how I think about AI tools. Every developer needs to cover 4 zones. Zone 1, complex reasoning, refactoring legacy code, debugging production issues, architectural decisions. Zone 2, quick tasks, brainstorming, writing docs, managing projects, lightweight code snippets. Zone 3, building and prototyping, actually writing and running code, creating demos, experimenting. Zone 4, design and UI, creating interfaces, mockups, visual prototypes. Most developers try to use one tool for everything. That's like using a hammer to paint a wall. So different zones, different tools. Here is what covers each zone for me. And for the zone 1, my tool is Claude. And as for me, anthropic models are the strongest in coding. When I have a complex coding challenge, when I need to think through the architectural decisions, when I'm stuck on tricky problem, Claude is where I go. And I use Claude for creating and brainstorming project structure and architecture, and I found it pretty good in this. Sometimes I know what I want to build, but I'm not sure about the best approach. I will describe the problem to Claude and ask for multiple solutions. It will give me 2 or 3 different ways to solve it, explain the trade-offs, and help me pick the right one for my situation. And that helps a lot. That's my top pick so far for zone 1. For zone 2, I'm using ChatGPT. And basically I use it for lightweight stuff, generating ideas, doing research, and of course I'm using it to help me with the content creation for my YouTube channel. Here is my actual workflow. I need to research a topic, ChatGPT with web search. I need to organize my thoughts for a feature, ChatGPT. I need a quick regex pattern, ChatGPT. And also I use it for lightweight coding, utility functions, quick scripts, templates. ChatGPT is much faster here. So ChatGPT gives me that speed and breadth. That is my kind of instant assistant. The zone 3, building zone, and here my pick is Cursor. Of course, the most popular AI idea for now. So there I'm building things, writing code, creating prototypes. And by the way, if you watched one of my recent videos, Cursor 2.2 brought a lot of cool features. And one of them is added in the browser. If you missed that, I recommend you to watch it. The main thing in Cursor is agentic workflow. I describe what I want to build and Cursor doesn't just suggest the code. It creates files, edit files, run commands, test the changes. It is actually building with me. And by the way, for coding in Cursor, I also use anthropic models. But what I notice if you compare Cursor with anthropic models and Claude will be a bit stronger with solutions. So that's why if I have some complex task, I go to Claude, not to Cursor. So Cursor for me, it's like an extra developer. I give him a task, explain what I want to achieve, and he builds it instead of me. And now it's much easier to edit that code, edit the changes, and test it with debugging mode. So that is very great and powerful tool, but unfortunately it cannot substitute all AI tools what I use for me. Let's go to the final zone 4. And here is the newest addition to my stack, Google Stitch. And by the way, I also have Stitch AI overview on my channel if you missed it, so I recommend you to watch it. Stitch solves a problem every developer has. You have an idea in your head, you can describe it, but turning that in actual UI. That used to require either design skills or hours in Figma. Now Stitch AI does it for you. You prompt what you want to create and Stitch AI generates you designs in minutes. And then, by the way, you can export it to Cursor, for example, and Cursor can implement them and build the actual app. So that's why I have that AI design partner now in my stack. I want to show you a cool showcase how I use three of these tools, ChatGPT, Stitch and Cursor, to build prototypes of apps. Now we are in ChatGPT, GPT 5.2. Let's paste this prompt. Generate a prompt for Stitch AI to create the design of a web application. The application should be a family expense tracker. Do research to identify the best UX practices for this type of app and design it using a modern UI with all essential user flows included. Generate a high quality prompt based on this description. Let's press. ChatGPT did very good research. Here is a outcome and here is the prompt, and this pretty big prompt with a lot of details. Let's not read them all, let's just copy this prompt and paste it in Stitch AI. In Stitch AI, let's select web design, and as a model let's use Thinking with 3 Pro. It uses Gemini 3 Pro. Let's paste our prompt and let's press to generate. Designs are ready, so let's quickly take a look at them. So here we have landing page, we have flows to set up the account. This is all steps. Also we have dashboard, we have empty state dashboard, and we have add expense form. That's enough for now. Let's select all these designs and then let's press more, export, and let's export as zip file. Now we are back to ChatGPT, and now let's type another prompt. Here is the prompt. Designs are ready and stored in the project folder. Write a prompt for Cursor to implement the application based on the provided designs. The app should have a test user or an option to test it locally. All flows without connecting to DB. Let's enter it. Prompt is ready, it's pretty big as well, so let's copy that and paste it in Cursor. Here is the prompt. Let's press to generate. App is ready, so we can see that we have SRC folder here, components. Let's take a look at that. So we have a lot of components. Let's try to run it and see how it works. And here is the demo app. So we have our sign in, sign up flow. Let's click that continue as a demo user, and now we entered account setup, which looks exactly how it is done in designs. Let's press continue. Let's press here as well, and here is the dashboard. Looks amazing. So we have here dashboard, transaction, budget, recurring, reports. Let's take a look at the budget. So there are some extra elements here. So we have user here with the context menu. We have add budget, form. So we see that there are still some bugs, some inconsistencies in layout, but it's still fine. So we just, with few prompts, we generated full app. And that's amazing. That is my AI stack for 2026. Claude for complexity, ChatGPT for speed, Cursor for building, Stitch for design. What's in your AI stack? Drop in the comments. I really want to know what is working for you. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to not miss next dev insights. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.